So good morning friends. Another topic in fourth unit, connection of coupled coils. The coils will be maybe connected in series or parallel, but depending upon the dot convention, so they may be classified as four types. So series aiding, series opposing, parallel aiding, parallel opposing. Now go for the series aiding. Two coils having inductance L1, L2 and with a mutual inductance between these two coils is M is connected in series with a applied voltage V and individual voltages V1 and V2 and the voltage across V1 is L1 into dI1 by dt plus M12 into dI2 by dt. Similar manner, voltage across coil 2 V2 is equal to L2 dI2 by dt plus M21 dI1 by dt. But it is a series circuit, that's why both current is same, that is I1 is equal to I2 equal to I and L and M12 M21 equal to M. So applying these two in above equation, V1 is equal to L di by dt plus M di by dt and V2 is equal to L2 di by dt plus M di by dt. So total voltage V is equal to V1 plus V2. So these two are in aiding. So taking as common factor di by dt, that is L1 plus L2 plus 2M. So L equivalent to di by dt, di by dt will cancel. So L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M Henry. For series aiding, the equivalent inductance is L1 plus L2 plus 2M. This is most important for competition exams also. Next, series opposing. So coils are L1, L2, but entries of dot convention, here entering, here leaving, is nothing but series opposing. So opposing is nothing but M is negative. Here is aiding. Aiding is in both are same. So M is positive. Here M is negative. Similar manner, V1 is equal to L1 dI1 by dt minus M12 dI2 by dt. V2 equal to L2 dI2 by dt minus M21 dI1 by dt. Same manner, applying linear case application and getting the equation L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 2M. Whereas series aiding, the equivalent inductance is L1 plus L2 plus 2M. Series opposing, equivalent inductance is L1 plus L2 minus 2M. Go for the problem. Here two similar coils is there, are connected in series. The total inductance is 600 millihenry. Suppose if one of the coil is reversed, the total inductance is 300 millihenry. So determine inductance, mutual inductance, self inductance, coefficient of coupling. So what they are asking, two similar coil, that is nothing but both inductors are same, L1 L2 equal to L, and so inductance is series aiding 600 millihenry. One coil is reverse is nothing but series opposing, value is 300 millihenry. So L1 plus L2 plus 2M equal to 600, L1 plus L2 minus 2M 300, and the two coils are same similar, is L1 equal to L2 equal to L. So applying the some calculation, so getting the M is equal to 75 millihenry, and substitute this M value in this first equation. 2L plus 2 into 75 equal to 600 millihenry. L is equal to 225 millihenry, and we already find out the M, already find out the L. Now go for the coefficient of coupling, that is K is equal to M by root L1 L2. K is equal to M by root L into L, that is L square, root and L square will be cancelled. K is equal to M by L. 75 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 225 into 10 power minus 3. We are getting the K is equal to 0.3. Like that, we have to calculate the mutual inductance, self inductance, and also coefficient of coupling. Sometimes they given diagrammatically. Sometimes they given diagrammatically. So here three coils are connected in series, but different approaches. First coil is dot conversion entering, second coil is also entering, but third coil is leaving. Now L equivalent between coil 1 and coil 2, that is nothing but L1 4 Henry. For coil 1 we have to calculate inductance. L is 4 Henry, but M here entering, that is nothing but 2 Henry. 4 plus 2. Next, these two, this will be linking with this one. These are 2 are, this is entering and this is leaving, that's why minus 2. 4 plus 2 minus 2, that is 4 Henry. For coil 2, L2 is 6 Henry. L2 plus M21 M21, M23. M21 is positive value, so that is nothing but plus 2. M23 is minus, that is minus 2. 6 plus 2 minus 2, 6 Henry. And last L3 8 Henry, but M32 negative, M31 also negative. 8 minus 2 minus 2, that is 4. Total adding L1 plus L3, that is 4 plus 6 plus 4, that is 14 Henry. Like that we have to calculate this one also, right? Now go for the parallel connection of coupled coil, that is parallel aiding. Whereas in series connection, current is same, voltage is different. That's why V is equal to V1 plus V2. We calculate different V1 and V2 and aiding, getting the L equal to some values. Similar manner, parallel circuit, voltage is same but current is different. I is equal to I1 plus I2. Differentiating the with respect to di by dt equal to di1 by dt plus di2 by dt, that is equation 1. Now the voltage are same, V1 is equal to V2. So V1 is equal to L1 di1 by dt plus M di1 by dt. Similar manner, L2 equal to di2 by dt plus M di1 by dt. Here go for the, so some rearranging, L1 minus M di1 by dt, L2 minus M di2 by dt. So di1 by dt equal to L2 minus L M by L1 minus M into di2 by dt. Substituting this equation 2 in equation 1, so and some rearrangement is getting, so di by dt is equal to L2 minus M by L1 minus M plus 1 di2 by dt is equation 3. And go for the total voltage, V is equal to L equivalent di by dt, and substituting all these things, and some calculation will be made it. So lastly find out the L equivalent is equal to L1 L2 minus M square by L1 plus L2 minus 2M. For parallel aiding, L equivalent equal to L1 L2 minus M square by L1 plus L2 minus 2M. Similar manner we are getting the, for series opposing, L1 minus M to M square by L1 plus L2 plus 2M. So this is about another topic is linear transformer. Transformer is nothing but a static device, transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit without change in frequency, with change in voltage and current. So why you have introduced transformer in this topic is nothing but transformer is also working with same principle of mutual inductance. So here two coils is there, coil 1 and coil 2. Whenever you are giving a supply, so here flux is produced, that flux is mutually induced, mutually connection with secondary coil, and here some current also produced. Due to that current, an EMF is also induced. The winding at each input supply is given by the called primary winding, and winding which is connected to the load end is known as secondary winding. Winding which is connected to the supply end, so that is called as primary winding. The winding which is connected to the load end is called secondary winding. What is the definition of linear transformer? The flux is directly proportional to the current, so that is nothing but, so linear transformer, that is flux and current both are linear relationship, so this is nothing but linear transformer. In linear transformer always flux is directly proportional to the current. Now if the transformer output voltage is greater than the input voltage, that is nothing but step up transformer. So K greater than 1, V2 by V1 is greater than 1, V2 is greater than V1. Suppose it is a step down transformer, K less than 1, V2 by V1 is less than 1. So now go for the if the transformation ratio, that is nothing but K, V2 by V1 or N2 by N1 or I1 by I2. So now we have to calculate the V2 by V1 ratio, or derivation of our output gain of linear transformer is taken the transformer coupled circuits, primary circuit and secondary circuit with the load impedance ZL. Apply KVL to the above circuit. V1 is equal to I1 J XL minus, so this is series opposing, that's why M value is negative, minus J XM I2. So XL means omega L, XM is nothing but omega M. And second way, that is equation 1. Now apply KVL for equation 2, that is 0 equal to J XL2 I2 minus J XM I1, and also last load is there, ZL I2, and here taking as I2 common factor, J omega L2 plus ZL, that is equal to J omega M1. m I1, that is I2 by I1 is equal to j omega m by j omega L2 plus ZL. From equation 1 V1 is equal to I1 j omega L1 minus j omega m I2 by I1. But we know that I2 by I1 is this value. Substitute I2 by I1 value in this equation and getting the Z1 value. Now voltage gain is nothing but V2 by V1. V2 is nothing but voltage across the load impedance, that is I2 V Z2 ZL I2. Voltage across load impedance V2 is nothing but I2 and ZL. I2 into ZL by V1. We know the and multiplying, dividing I1, V2 by V1 is equal to I2 by I1 by V1 into ZL. We know that I2 by I1 value, we know the I1 by V1 value. Substituting out these two values and getting gain value is equal to j omega ZL by omega square m square minus omega square L1 L2 plus j omega L Z1. This is the gain of linear transformer. So till now the fourth unit will be completed. So another one topic is that is the ideal transformer. Actually there is no in syllabus the ideal transformer is not there, but we discuss about the ideal transformer also. Ideal transformer is approximation is very tightly coupled, that is nothing but k equal to 1, whereas linear transformer always flux is proportional to current, that is nothing but linear transformer. But ideal transformer is nothing but, so there is no losses. So in output voltage is equal to input voltage, V2 is equal to V1, that is nothing but k equal to 1, k equal to transformation ratio V2 by V1 equal to 1, that is nothing but, so ideal transformer there is no losses. V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2, N1 I1 equal to N2 I2. What is the features of ideal transformer is nothing but resistance must be 0. Whenever resistance is 0 is nothing but copper losses are 0. So losses in the ideal transformer is 0. Resistance 0 is nothing but losses are 0. Total flux produced in the primary winding links with the secondary winding. So therefore efficiency 100%, and also coefficient of coupling k equal to 1. Inductance of the two coils in the transformer should be very much high compared to the load inductance. So main features of ideal transformer is nothing but, ideally is nothing but, so there is no losses, efficiency is 100%, resistance is 0, copper losses are 0, coefficient of coupling is k equal to 1. So for exam point of view and also for competition of point of view, derive, sometimes they are asking, so derive an equation for ideal transformer V1 by V2 equal to I2 by I1 is equal to root L1 by L2, where L1 L2 are the self inductance of the primary and secondary windings. Suppose this question is asking, that's why I am telling about the ideal transformer. So taking a ideal transformer with coil 1 and coil 2 with the impedance of ZL, apply KVL for loop 1 and loop 2 separately. V1 is equal to j omega L1 I1 plus these two are in aiding same, that's why plus m m1 in m into I2. For loop 2 0 is equal to j omega L2 I2 plus j omega m1 I1 minus load impedance value, and these two will be calculating V2 by V1 is equal to, taking common factor j omega in numerator and denominator, that is V2 by V1 is equal to L2 I2 plus m I1 by L1 I1 plus m I2. For ideal transformer k equal to 1. So that is we know that relation between mutual inductance and self inductance is m is equal to k root L1 L2, but k equal to 1, m is equal to root L1 L2. Substitute m value in this equation. V1 by V2 is equal to L1 I1 plus m means root L1 L2 I2, L2 I2 plus m means root L1 L2 I1, taking common factor as root L1, and we get the asking V1 by V2 is equal to root L1 by L2. So this is they are asking for ideal transformer, prove that V1 by V2 is equal to root L1 by L2. So we have to prove, clearly prove that one. Suppose the same derivation they are asking in linear transformer. For linear transformer, so flux is directly proportional to current, that is nothing but L proportional to N square. So L1 by L2 is equal to N1 by N2 square. So substitute these things. V1 by V2 is equal to root L1 by L2, that is N1 by N2. For linear transformer, V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2. For ideal transformer, root L1 by L2. So this is about fourth unit. Fourth unit is completed now. On next video, go for fifth unit.